Are they? To really ask if Scorpios aren't insecure and they are kind of shaky and they just don't want to have people see them sweat, you need to know a couple things. Who are you talking about? What sign do they actually have? And is it a menial placement or is it an actual powerful placement inside the inner ecliptic as well as more of the important houses? So, to put it simply, this only really applies to Scorpio sun, moons, and ascendants, as well as Mars and maybe Venus, depending on how, active they are in the relationship setting. So, to really answer why Scorpios could be insecure and how they really are just going in depth and just feeling a little shaky and they don't want to really show it, and you are curious yourself, you gotta know a couple things. So, what is Scorpio's element and modality? Where did Scorpio come from? What is it ruled by now? And how does this apply to you? So, Scorpios are the fixed water sign. That fixed part's going to come in later. This means they're fixated on their own way of feeling and adding emotion to things. You know what I'm saying? Scorpios are born from the 8th house. This is the realm of deep, dark possibilities, all the secrets, anything behind closed doors. This is what drives them to actually have an intention towards something that they can't even see and will push them to go and find and to be like a motherfucking detective towards something that they feel to be true but they can't see. This is what makes Scorpios wise. This is what makes Scorpios insecure. This is what makes Scorpios have no clue how they're going to maneuver through a situation, but they just feel that they need to do it so deeply. This is what makes them strong. Do you get what I'm saying here? Now, Scorpio is ruled by Mars, and it's in fact ruled by the feminine side of Mars. So if you understand what Mars is, this is the planet of passion, willpower, intention, motivation, and basically any emotion that gets your ass up off the couch so you can do something. You get what I'm saying here? So, with this being placed in the feminine, this is where they're receiving. So not only are they in the realm of all possibilities, but they are receiving the intentions from everyone and everywhere around them. So this is what makes them shaky. They may not want to give off too much because they're receiving so much. This is why they're not, I don't want to exactly say not expressive, but this is why they sit back and they just take it all in. So, with all that being said, let's talk about the title of this video to begin with. Are Scorpios really insecure? So, to get into this, we got to bring everybody back to that vulnerable space. We have to bring everybody back to those formative years. We have to bring everybody back to when they were moldable and they were their truest essence of themselves and where they knew what they wanted to do at that point in life before everything got a little shaky. You know what I'm saying? So this is back in the time of like 6th, 7th grade, where you're first starting to get your, where puberty is happening, where you're first starting to grow into your adult, your quote-unquote final form per se. This is where you're all just, so raw, everything's so new, and you're first beginning your sense of adulthood, right? So for my guys out here, this is where you may have been in, homeroom, study hall, whatever type of class you were in, and you raised your voice, and your voice, here, you cracked a little bit. For a Scorpio, this is where you may absorb a lot of the feeling from everyone. This is where you may be like, oh, I know motherfucking Johnny's going to try to beat my ass and steal my milk money because I showed a bit of weakness. This is where Arthur's going to make fun of me, and I know he's the bitch of the freaking school. He's the one everybody beats up on, you know what I'm saying? And now he's going to even make fun of me, and if that's the case, oh, I can't deal with this. But you're going to be sitting there just trying to act cool like nothing happened, you know what I'm saying? But you know deep down that you're absorbing the freaking, you know where everybody stands regarding what just happened. You even see the teacher laughing at your ass and you're just like, damn, on the inside, but you're just sitting there like, nah, that wasn't me. I ain't do that. No, But you know how you were acting on the inside. You know how you felt about that situation. You know how you this is like where that, little 8th house section of the puberty, and fun fact, the 8th house section of the body is basically from the hips below to like the sort of top of the, like the femur area of the body. It's at the top of the thighs. It's that little area. Now, for girls, this is where you may have had a situation where you may have had some type of feminine flow in a non-desired situation. Maybe gym class, maybe something. You just got a little stain walking around on that part of your leg that you can't see, and everybody's treating you a little different that day. Everybody's just, you just walk by and it's like, you know what I'm saying? This is that feeling where you may have to show a little strength and you may have to gain something. You may have to be able to hold it back and just not show how you really feel. You don't want to fight nobody. You don't want to actually just be in a situation where it's just like, ugh, and you can't let them see you sweat, you know? Scorpios always carry themselves with a sense of poise. They always have that sense of stare where they can stare you down and be like, no, this is not happening. They'll just look at you. The Scorpio stare is deadly. But why does it have to be deadly? Why is it coming to this point? Why do they actually have to stare you down like this? You feel what I'm saying here? So this kind of, it brings it back to the question proposed in the beginning. Where does that anger and that angst and that just direct power when they look at you come from? Would you actually have to do that if you held true power? Why would you care what someone feels about you when you're just walking around and you hold all the power? You know what I'm saying here? Like, what's the point? Why do you have to act on something if it's so true? You know what I'm saying here? So this is why Scorpios in this age period and this level of life may actually feel some type of way about what's going on. They may feel deeply. They may go to many different places in their mind of how something's happening regarding them that makes them feel a little shaky. You know what I'm saying? But the short answer to this question is yes, these motherfuckers are insecure as fuck at a young age, but they will never let you see them sweat. But being that this is a hardship, this is something painful, this is something that you have had to deal with a lot throughout your life, this is something that you should be an expert at. Now, this is where it ties back into the fixed sign, because what's a commonality among all fixed signs? They become fixated in themselves. So depending on if this is your sun, moon, ascendant, or Mars, we have videos on this too, link in the description, find out more about that for yourself. This will show you whether you'll be fixated in your ego, you'll be fixated in your mind state, you'll be fixated in your own space and you'll know how to operate within your space, or you'll be fixated on your ability to act on things and absorb the intentions. So the commonality among all these fixed signs is that they become self-actualized in whatever planetary body or house placement that they have placed in. This is where they become certain in themselves in that aspect. This is where they become certain. So they know how to deal with it. They know how that you can deal with it. They can teach you a lot of these things about it. They can teach you how to be certain in how they feel about any situation. So through all of this, yes to the question, they can find stability in themselves and they become experts in their sense of security. They know how they feel about themselves. They know how they feel about certain situations. They know how they not necessarily the moon, but they will learn and they'll know how to feel about their actions and their reactions. So in a nutshell, yes, these people definitely have their moments where they are insecure beyond belief. You may not even be able to see it. They may show you little glimpse of it where you might get the depth of what's going on, but you can be assured that Scorpios do not ever want to let you see them sweat. And even if they do allow you to see just the hint of it, that means you're quite the special person, that they can trust you to some extent. But just know that you will never see the true depths of how far a Scorpio in any sign can go, especially their sun, moon, ascendant, and Mars. Now, this isn't the worst thing though, because anytime you have to go through a lot of bullshit more than others, this means that you're an expert in that area. So you know how to be secure. You know what you need to do to feel secure. You know what tools and what level of actual security you need regarding certain situations. Like, it goes deep with you guys. You know how it is. But anyways, this is my thought process on how, why, where, and when Scorpios can be insecure and the lessons that they may learn from that. So I know a lot of you that are following me or see me for the first time are going to feel some type of way about this. So if you got any ideas or opposing opinions, we got the comment section below. Just let me know how I can improve, what I said wrong, what I might have done. I know Maylee the Powerpuff Girl is going to feel some type of way about this. So let me know what you think. Anyways.